Compact SUVs and crossovers are fast becoming part of the motoring mainstream, taking the place of station wagons, hatchbacks and other more conventional cars as our roads get more derelict and more crowded. With their raised ride height, often with all-wheel drive, they also have the ability to go places where normal vehicles can't. The Volvo V40 Cross Country is a good case in point. Volvo's smallest cross-country is arguably more crossover than SUV. Based on the V40 hatchback, it adds some rugged bits and pieces to the package in a bid to extend the compact Swede's capabilities. But more than just promising an enhanced skill set that allows it to tackle mild off-road conditions, the V40 Cross Country also taps into two important trends: the growing demand for SUVs and the accelerating move towards more compact, more efficient cars. The V40 Cross Country neatly addresses both. The Volvo V40 Cross Country is a close relative of the V40 Premium Hatchback, which means it gets the same prominent nose, angular lines and a poised stance. But being the Cross Country, it also has a higher ground clearance, 15 millimeters to be exact, and scuff plates on the sides and also on the front. This latest version gets brand new headlights with that signature daytime running light and a bolder front grille. Indeed, the exterior differences between this refreshed version of the Cross Country and its predecessor are best described as subtle. It still looks chunkier and more muscular than the standard hatchback, and it's still unmistakably Volvo. But only Volvo experts will notice that the grille now features vertical bars with a bolder treatment of the Volvo Iron Mark logo. More obvious is the way the daytime running lights add a distinctive expression to the front end. New wheel designs are also on offer. But in essence, the V40 Cross Country has remained very much the same, and that also goes for the cabin. Like its V40 hatchback stablemate, the interior of the Cross Country is starting to show its age. It does have all the high-tech bits, it has all the luxury equipment, and it certainly is a very comfortable place to spend time in, but there are competitors that just look fresher and more contemporary. To be fair, the updated interior features smarter materials and finishes, and there's a lot of meaningful tech on offer, much of it aimed at enhancing safety through a host of driver assistance systems that includes blind spot warning, cross-traffic alert and collision alert with auto braking. The digital instrument cluster is a highlight, and the steering wheel's multifunction switchgear is easy to use, but the plethora of buttons and switches on the center stack and the small deep-set display give away the Volvo's age. There's nothing old about the V40 Cross Country's engine, though. All V40 Cross Countries use a 2-litre turbocharged engine, but that's where the similarities end. This particular unit is the top-of-the-range T5, which means it's a 4-cylinder petrol engine, and they've squeezed 180 kilowatt out of this motor, together with 350 newton-meters of torque. An 8-speed automatic gearbox and all-wheel drive complete the drivetrain picture. That all-wheel drive system is a key attribute of the Cross Country, delivering loads of traction when it matters most, especially on poor road surfaces or even off the beaten track, but this is by no means an off-roader. Rather, the all-wheel drive system adds poise and stability when conditions are poor, on tar or dirt. The raised ride height also helps, although it doesn't negatively impact on the Volvo's road manners. The car feels confident and composed at speed. With a full 180 kilowatts of maximum power and just over 1,500 kilograms to propel, it's no wonder that this V40 Cross Country T5 feels very lively, very frisky indeed. Volvo credits the car with a 0-100 time of 6.1 seconds, top speed limited to 210 kilometers an hour, and being a turbocharged engine, there's a lot of mid-range punch and very good tractability as well. Indeed, the V40 Cross Country lives up to the dynamic expectations created by that T5 badge. The engine always feels eager, and the gear changes are slick and efficient. There is a manual override mode, but no shift paddles, and it's probably best just to let the gearbox do its own thing. Handling is sure-footed even on slippery mud and loose gravel, and the turn-in is nice and positive, although the steering feels dull and over-assisted. In a crowded garage, it's the vehicle with character that stands out, and that's certainly true of the Volvo V40 Cross Country. It's not the youngest vehicle in that garage, but then it is still an attractive vehicle. And the all-wheel drive and raised ride height also mean it'll get you places a lot of other vehicles simply won't. It's smart, it's swift, and it's distinctive, all of which means that there's still a lot of life left in this crossover. More crossover than SUV, the updated Volvo V40 Cross Country looks beefier and stands taller than the standard hatch, while all-wheel drive adds grip and composure. The result is a car that's engaging to drive on tar or gravel, but it's starting to show its age, and it's not built for the really rough stuff.